Hi everybody, it's Big Ed Mustafa. I just had some time to kill before I stream later, and I noticed nobody was on Lotro stream, so I was all queued up from last night and still have some stuff I need to clean up on Dire Dan. So I figured, what the heck, I may as well stream on Lotro stream. So this is a bonus Saturday edition of Adventures After Dark. At least until Mrs. Mustafa comes along and yells at me and tells me it's time for dinner or something. We'll see what happens. Not coincidentally enough, I was up in the Misty Mountains and was told to go see Master Elrond, so back to Rivendell we go. Be nice if there was some kind of quest item you could earn, or some kind of relic, like a Last Homely House library card that would just instantly teleport you back to Master Elrond. It would be one of the most coveted pieces of gear in all of Middle-earth. And Vanopi says, "Heya." Well, heya, Vanopi. How are you? Ooh, there's a captain's trainer. He's off all by himself here in Rivendell. Just logged out of Lotro. I hope you're having a good weekend, Vanopi. Druid's Fire peeks in. Hi, Druid's Fire. Nice, 6.5 hour, 7.5 hour run. That sounds like a good proper stretch of Lotro to me.
A strange fate brings you hither. Hope is not in vain.
Enter the Helgrod treasury and end the Nazgul's schemes. That one I'll wait till I have a full group to do. Oh, yeah, that's okay. Stream title's alright. It's a special bonus unscheduled edition, Southern Belle. I had everything queued up from last night's stream, and it's like, well, I'm going to play Lotro. I could stream it on my channel, but I've already got my Lotro stream key in. Nobody's scheduled, nobody's on the official channel, so I'm like, yeah, I'll just come here and stream. Although, now that you mention it, I could host Lotro stream for my channel. For a second, I wondered if we'd gone back in time and thought, great, I could sleep in again. You have my permission to sleep in. I had no idea me popping back onto Lotro stream tonight would cause this much turmoil and grief, ladies. I apologize. Normally, Mrs. Mustafa is the only lady for whom which I wish to create grief and confusion. And I am good at it. Sleeping is not an option. Well, I feel your pain, Druid's Fire. We all have to do what it takes to pay the internet bill. Oh, I can undertake this solo, and I'll My apologies for the coughing. I'm not sick. I feel perfectly fine. Mrs. Mustafa and I were eating some spicy guacamole a little while ago, and it just loosened up some stuff. I don't know how else to describe it, so I will do my best to try to hit the mute button whenever possible. Well, you know me, I just hate seeing the Lotro stream channel sitting here unoccupied, so figure we may as well put it to work. Lots of snow lynxes around. Any of you doing Yule Fest? I have not been doing Yule Fest, but I would be surprised if I were in the majority. I would suspect most of the Lotro stream team members have been doing Yule Fest.
Greetings.
I tend to not participate in most of the festival stuff that doesn't involve fishing. And that's my loss. I know there's lots of cool, fun festival stuff to do, and in fact, I did do quite a bit of fall festival stuff this year for the first time, and enjoyed that quite a bit. So I really need to branch out and do more festival stuff, but it's like, oh yeah, there's a Yule Fest encore, or I can just go kill stuff and run quests, and I like killing stuff and running quests. Let's get Cupid pulled up. We got to 97 level fishing. Awesome. I don't only do fishing, but I like fishing. I have 3 characters that are Lord or Lady of Streams, and several more, including Dire Dan here. He's got fishing skill 179. When I get someplace where I can catch sturgeon, I'll probably go ahead and get him maxed out. I'm 115 wargs away from Warg Slayer Advanced in the Misty Mountains. Typing is hard, Southern Belle. Don't beat yourself up. $54 silver on selling fish. Very nice. Yeah, Trout Master and Darter Master and Sturgeon Master. All 3 of them give you really cool housing trophies. Oh, I know. Then she'll protest that it isn't English that's hard, it's typing. There's one of those roving threats. Oh no, he's just a rare arch nemesis. Yeah, he's a roving threat. We'll stay away from him. Total agreement. I would be happy to find out I'm getting pretty close on Worm Slayer. I doubt I am, though. There's a lot of stuff to be killed out here. $28 of 100 for basic Worm Slayer. Wow, I thought we'd killed more than that. I'm sad. Yeah, if that roving threat had been camped out in front of one of my favorite fishing holes, I probably would go ahead and Leroy Jenkins him, but... Maybe next time. Ponton Finberry, howdy, how are you? Does it matter that much where you go fishing? Near as I can tell, it does. There seems to be a relationship between the fish that you catch and the rest of the crafting materials in that area. And my theory was that I could catch sturgeon anywhere I could find ancient iron or black ashwood, and that turns out to not necessarily be true. I'm in an area right now where I could catch... where I could find ancient iron. I've been picking it up. But if I actually try fishing here, I can pull darter but not sturgeon. And I think I have to get to Aragian before I'll start pulling any sturgeon. But the fishing levels basically equate to trout, you have to be 50th fishing skill. 100th point for darter, 150th point for sturgeon, but those basically also equate into a rich iron environment for trout. You have to be in an area that gives dwarf iron for darters, and you have to be in an area that yields at least ancient iron for sturgeon. But now I'm thinking it might be Khazad Skarn, which doesn't make sense because they should have had the fishing stuff all in place before Moria. But I don't know. I'm still trying to sort that out. Maybe I can try fishing down here in a little bit and we'll see if I can get anything bigger than a darter. The first time I completed the Sturgeon Master Deed, and the first 50-pound salmon I caught, both of which lead to fishing titles, I did them in the Black Pool right outside of Moria, so... If you fish in an area that's under your fishing skill level, like if I go to, say, Ostgaruth and I fish where I normally fish for trout with 50 fishing skill. I can catch fish all day long and I'll get trophies and game fish, but it'll be almost impossible for me to get an extra point of fishing skill there. Whereas if you go someplace that's way higher than your fishing level, like if you have a fishing skill of 70 and you're fishing here in the Misty Mountains, you'll mostly just catch garbage. You'll get low-end purple fish that aren't worth anything. You won't catch trophies. You generally won't catch game fish. So there's an odd balancing act, and I'm not sure exactly how it all sorts out, but that's a lot of it. And here I thought I could just fish everywhere. You can fish everywhere, but the results of your efforts will vary depending on your fishing skill and where you are at. And if you throw a line enough times and reel in enough fish, you will eventually get a point of fishing, even if your level's mismatched. So if I can kill 260 more worms, I will be Worm Slayer Advanced for Misty Mountains. That's why you don't catch much in Bree. There you go. And everything I'm saying, this is just pure speculation based on my own experience, which I don't know if what I'm telling you is right. It's merely what I've observed, so take everything I'm telling you with a grain of salt. Your mileage may vary. Alright, we got the axe and the shield. I think they're going to send me back down here to get a helm or something next time. And Mrs. Mustafa's checking to see what I'm up to.
Who are you talking to?
I'm back on Lotro stream, so you can't be swearing at me. I'm on camera.
What's the picture of the face that?
Just like that. We're supposed to keep it PG-13, honey, so I don't think we can show any actual penetration, nostrils or otherwise.
I'm gonna cook.
We got to keep it family friendly.
Cooking. I'm gonna cook. Do you have time for pork chops later?
Yeah, I suppose.
Really? I'll punch you. I don't know where that goes.
All right. Thank you, Pookie. She's too smart for that druid's fire. She'll hurt me when we're off camera. Oh no, it is down here. What do we got? Oh, there's a treasure cache. Yeah, I don't think I have the boss dragon yet. Oh no, the fearsome worm in the cave. Okay. Take him down. That was not what I wanted to do. And I'll have to come back at 90th level for that. And because I am so smooth, I managed to knock one of my skills right off of my skill bar. I should lock that, but I actually want to change the skills around a little bit, and I just haven't figured out how yet, so I will continue to live dangerously for the time being. I'll get that buttoned up sooner or later. Gravity, howdy. Gravity normally runs with Diardan, and I'm just doing some extracurricular worm slaying and quest running. I do have Discord open, Gravity, and if you were so inclined, you'd be welcome to join me, but don't feel obligated if you have something else going on. Hi, Holland. How are you? These white mane wolves aren't part of any Slayer deed, but they're where I've been getting a lot of Thronborn and Gravadier's exceptional hides from, so we'll keep killing them. Hi, Rob Nordic. 2 a.m. Have not gamed Lotro for years. I live in Norway, and I wonder if the game is active to play in Europe. Do you have any info on a good EU server, sir? Yeah, as a matter of fact, one of our stream team members, Stina plays on the Evernight server. Very popular both in Europe and in the States. Evernight is an English-speaking server. But it's very popular with the EU folks, and be a great place for you to come back to. And as far as being active, Lotro's really kind of undergone kind of a renaissance. The devs came out with a big Mordor expansion. We've got 5 regions of Mordor that we're exploring. They're adding Northern Mirkwood with update 22, and the game's active, lots of new content, lots of fun things to do. Couldn't be a better time to return. There are also French and German-speaking servers available. And there is an English role-playing server, Laurelin. So you've got lots of options, just depending on what language you prefer. Got just enough pack space to try this. Always take a fishing pole with you wherever you go in Middle-earth. You never know where you're going to find an opportunity to drop a line and see what comes up out of the water. That was a flounder. I think that's good for a master cook recipe. Rusty sword. So now my original theory was that if I can find ancient iron, I should be able to hit sturgeon, and so far that hasn't proved to be true. I may need to be in an area with Khazad Skarn in order to pull sturgeon. Do you know Big Ed Mustafa? I have heard of him, yes. 9 spine stickleback. Thanks for the information, good sir. I will go for Evernight server. I have all expansions, but not Mordor. I speak and write English. I will pay for VIP, and maybe I can farm turbine points to buy the Mordor expansion pack. It's Lotro points now. Standing Stone Games has been created from former Turbine employees, and they now produce all of the content for both DDO and for Lotro. So we call them Lotro points instead of Turbine points now. Another flounder. So far, no darters or sturgeons. Yeah, 24.95 is correct. Telerian is on point with the right numbers. And a golden mullet. I'm out of precious pack space. On we go. Yeah, bookworm, anybody who's retired at 32 may not want to be, so I don't know if lucky's the correct description there. Detra says, I'm currently downloading Lord of the Rings Online for the first time. Any advice? Well, Boy, just be ready for a terrific, terrific adventure. It's a huge game world. There's tons of stuff to explore and do. And you can play the game a variety of different ways. There's a lot of people who just enjoy the social aspects of the game. You can join a band and the players organize concerts in the game world. You can be a quester, you can be a lore hound, you can be a player versus monster player specialist. Just try a variety of different things and see what you like the best, and then keep after it. It's really a terrific game with a very friendly community, and I envy you. I've been playing for probably 6-7 years now. It's my go-to game. I've got lots of other stuff that I like, other games I could be playing, and I just always pop on the Lotro first. It's just a great gaming experience, and if you like Tolkien's works at all, whether it's the books or the movies, it's just going to make you appreciate the game all the more. If you're not a fan of Tolkien, if you didn't see the movies, you're not sure what's what, it's still a terrific game. You don't have to be a Tolkien geek to enjoy it. But if you are a Tolkien geek, it's just icing on the cake. And a couple of the people that are in chat with me here, yeah, Gravity and Druid's Fire and Southern Bell are all part of the Lotro Stream team. This is the official channel for Standing Stone Games, the game developer for Lotro. And we have a variety of streamers that come on during the course of the week, all times of day and night. One of the things that you could do is just give the channel a follow, and then check back here during the week, see if you can find some streamers that you like. And there's always knowledgeable, friendly players that are happy to help out and answer questions. Use this channel as a resource. Now you can check out different aspects of the game, and if you got a specific question, we're always happy to answer. Heck, I learn a lot from the people I stream for. So it's been a big benefit to me. Just so when I'm doing something boneheaded, people can go, "Hey Ed, that's not the right way you do that." I'm like, "Oh, okay, thanks for letting me know." Yeah, and I think we just completed another exploration deed, the Forbidding Heights. That was good for Lotro points and for skirmish marks and we'll go this way. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I did, Tran. You're just gonna fall in love. I mean, it's everything you're gonna hope for and more. The game is very faithful to the original content, which is probably what Druid's Fire is saying. But the game developers have done a marvelous job of adding side stories and expanding the world beyond the books. I need this basket. Can raise his dog back from the dead. That is impressive. It's like Pet Cemetery over in here, yo. Sometimes, Zinger, you get a good streamer. Sometimes you just get me. I guess the viewers drew the short straw tonight. Sorry about that. I still have to search more baskets, even though I already found the antidote. That's a little annoying. But we can do that. Is there another basket over here? Let's find it before that dude respawns. I don't see one. We have to go over to the other side. Oh, this is actually liquid. It's fishable, maybe. Nice. And Cupid's trying to fight his way over to me, so I'm just going to turn him to aggressive and let him rip. Oh, this is going to be fun. I wasn't entirely sure I was going to survive this fight. That just made it all the more fun. Can't win them all. I just hope Deathman doesn't wander by. He'll be extremely disappointed. Baskets. Looking for baskets. I need a basket. I don't see a basket behind him. Here's a wooden chest, not a basket. Did I miss a basket when I came through here earlier? Denoso's our tank. I think I'm more in charge of convenient transportation than anything else. Having me along to summon Cookie Mama when she gets lost is basically priceless. Now it's pointing me back here for that last basket. There's the last basket. Up the hill. Okay, that makes sense. I ran past it to get down here. Turned back our direction at the wrong time, pal. Yep, didn't mean to press that. That's okay. And I even managed to keep Cupid alive, right? I'm like good and stuff. Part of that was self-preservation. All baskets searched. Bring the antidote. Still a beautiful game after all these years. Lotro will be celebrating its 11th anniversary come April. Nicola, howdy. I am just out purging the Misty Mountains of evil and corruption. Or something. Maybe Cupid could fire 2 arrows at 2 roving threats and make them fall in love long enough for you to sneak in and take them both out. It would be the right thing to do. I can't think of any 2 roving threats whom I would want to see consummate their love. Look forward to seeing your two groups come together for the Rift. Surely two different groups that never played with one another for 50 levels will do stellar working as one. Exactly. It's going to be epic. It will truly be amazing, Zinger. I still have a lot of worms to kill. A lot. I just have a hard time believing that with all up in you at the helm, it will be anything less than a complete success. So I need 223 more worms to complete Worm Slayer Advanced. $222. These guys might be worth killing if they actually drop wooden clubs. No wooden clubs. Just make sure to put a tracker on Cookie so when she ends up tanking the wrong turn and ends up in Mirkwood. Oh, taking the wrong turn, yeah. Some stuff for Ducky here. Could have done more fishing if I'd have done this before I headed out. Live and learn. That's a lot of loot. Let's see. That's Mrs. Mustafa blowing her nose.
I don't know what you mean.
Are you denying it, honey?
Yes.
Okay. Southern Belle said hi.
What?
Southern Belle said hello. And Druid's Fire encouraged you to punch me on camera.
They're gonna punch you on camera?
No, Druid's Fire said you should punch me on camera.
Oh. And who said hello?
Southern Belle.
Southern Belle? Did you tell him I'm trying to wean myself off cable?
Nope.
I am.
She is trying to fight her Murder, She Wrote and psych addiction, Zinger. You may just have to, like, call her on the phone and tell her, like, what she missed every episode. Packs are clear. Goodies have been distributed. Let's turn in some tasks. Or turn in some quests, rather. Hi, Michaela Fox. Howdy.
What do you need? By my father, this is a sad day.
That black arrowhead's probably the most valuable thing here.
It is hopeless. It is hopeless. Woe betide me.
7, 6, 3.
It is hopeless.
All right. So 8 of 8 for the Forbidding Heights. That was good for a point of honesty. 30 marks, 5 Lotro points, increased rep with Rivendell, with whom I'm already kindred. But another deed marked as done in the Misty Mountains. Monk is good too. Michaela, it's going great. I hope you're having a good weekend as well. I am relaxing at home and playing some Lotro and throwing up a little bonus streaming here on Lotro Stream. So thank you for coming by and watching it.
What can I do for you?
Well, this is nice. I'm getting to see a whole bunch of people I don't normally run into on Friday nights. It's like word hasn't gotten out to the Saturday viewers. Big Ed's streaming, so you don't want to watch that. I'm sure word will get around, but it's great to see some folks I don't get a chance to chat with regularly. Welcome to the stream. Mrs. Mustafa says she's enjoying Psych more than Monk. She was a big Monk fan, so I was surprised to hear that. Those are very bad guards. I was able to ride right up to their king.
Well met.
Talk to Bilbo in Rivendell.
Will you stay and speak
Talk
with me
to
a
Glowin
moment?
at his camp in the Misty Mountains.
Well met, friend.
Well, I'm going to save some of my Misty Mountain quests for when I'm adventuring with the rest of the gang. I would still like to make some progress in Sarner. And since I had to come out to Thorin's Hall to drop off some quests, I think I'll just ride up the road and we'll go do some slaying in Sarner. And by happy coincidence, I have an ancient dwarf make two-handed sword, which should be perfect for Sarner. I am having fun. Lotro is just a very relaxing game. You can play at your own pace. You can be frantic, you can be chill, you can be anything in between. There's always lots of stuff to see and do, and it's not exactly a completely open world game, but you always have a lot of different choices. 3 different starter regions. And you've got your choice of 2 different novice regions, 2 or 3 different intermediate regions, 3 different advanced regions. I like being able to set my own pace and just sort of do what I'm in the mood for. I think I only played like the first 10 levels or something. Absolutely true story, Michaela. When I first looked at Lotro, I was a longtime Asheron's Call player, and I got an open beta invite back before the game even launched. And I played it, and my impression of Lotro when I first looked at it, I think Galandriel was actually the character I created, my champion on Arkenstone. And I played her about 10 or 12 levels. And I thought Lotro was a very well-polished snooze fest. At the time the game launched, most of the other MMOs had very difficult births. They were kind of a technical mess at launch. The servers were unstable. They'd be down as much as they were up. And Lotro was the exact opposite experience. Beautiful graphics, beautiful sound and music. Everything was very nice. It ran well. And it just was a little bit dry. It felt like some other MMOs I'd played. I didn't see anything very original about it. And I decided after a week or 2 in the beta, it's like, it's not for me. I've been there, I've done that. And I didn't come back to the game for about 5 years. I waited until about a year after it went free to play. And, excuse me, had canceled a couple of my other MMO subscriptions, Asheron's Call being one of them, and also EVE Online, because I'd been kind of busy doing some other stuff. And when I came back to Lotro as free to play, my opinion hadn't changed radically until I got out of Breeland. And when I went to the Lonely Mountains and I realized there's this whole next region of the game, it's completely different from where I've been. There's tons of cool stuff to see and explore. And then I realized how many other regions of the game were out there. Play to level 30. I mean, if you've only played to the 10th level, you haven't seen a whole lot. It's an incredible variety of regions and things to do. I mean, yeah, it's an MMO. You're going to be running quests and killing stuff and looting things, and it's not completely mold-breaking in that regard. But if you like Tolkien at all, we were talking about it earlier, it's just a very faithful recreation of Tolkien's game world. And if you're a fan of the books and movies at all, it just adds an extra layer of enjoyment. But even if you've never read a Tolkien book or seen a Lord of the Rings movie, there's a lot to see, a lot to do, a lot of different ways to play the game, and it's very fun. Cat Stevens once said, if you want to level up, level up. If you want to just fish, just fish. It's a wide world. Exactly, Zinger. Thank you for that. That was poetic. we can check the keep, or we can head down to the troll area. I think we'll go into the keep just for fun. Yeah, we'll check over here. There might be a goblin I need to kill. I can't remember. I think I got a boss or two the last time I was in here. There's 6 bosses. They spawn as 3 pairs. And if you kill all 6 of them, that completes a deed here in Sarner. There's also special Slayer deeds just for the Sarner mobs. Including the birds. I'm not just slaughtering hawks for no reason. I don't see the goblin, and I don't see the cat, although the cat's normally in stealth, so it'd be weird if I could see the cat. Let's go try the keep, and maybe we can run into a couple of bosses down there. Ooh, scary troll face. Why is that ward keeper running around with a fire pot? There we go. See where it'd be very easy to draw too much aggro in here. There we go. There we go. Okay, one of the things I noticed is that Cupid is doing common damage, and not very much of it because I'm in the... what's this place called? The Keep? So I might be better off picking a different herald. Improved mitigation, increased damage dealt by those around it. That sounds like a winner. Arrow Catcher, ally of Dire Dan. I also expect deepening wall raid out of your group when you guys are 50. Absolutely. We've done really well with 6-man epic battles so far. I know Gravity was just telling me he was looking forward to trying it again. There we go. Alright, we're going to hide here in the corner because I need to take a quick bio break. Let's get some chair stream hype going. I think I spelled chair wrong. I'm not a smart man. And I'll be back in about 90 seconds. And we're back. Sargarath, howdy.
I made you something more convenient to eat.
Okay.
Bacon fried rice.
Bacon fried rice, alright.
It's pretty yummy, actually.
You know, you could have made pork chop fried rice.
Nope.
I have to eat the pork chops whole.
Sure.
Alright, Mrs. Mustafa has cooked, so if I'm not around the rest of the week, I'm probably at the hospital. We'll see how it goes. you noticed I needed another crisp, refreshing, delicious Coke Zero, and you brought one to me.
It's pretty warm.
It's very warm.
Not bad though.
Put any vegetables in it, or is it literally just rice and bacon?
There's bacon, onions, garlic, zucchini, a little soy, and rice.
Okay.
It's not as warm.
It's pretty warm. Thank you, Pookie.
Now I'm gonna finish watching this movie.
Oh, Sargarath says hello.
Hello.
Not an official sponsor, but I'm still working on it. Can you believe the Coca-Cola company doesn't just send me a check every month? Yeah, that first bite of rice was really hot. So I can keep killing random spawns in here for now until the cows come home. And eventually I will get Slayer deeds accomplished for doing so. But the key is to really try to locate the boss spawns and put them down. There's only 2 of the 6 are available at any given time. Bib is such a weird word. Bib, 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 bib. Oh, good. I won't keep it. My son was happy with the results. Well, Sargorith, congratulations on a successful outing. We'll just fight this overseer instead of worrying about skirting around him. Have I already arranged my inventory? I have. So far we've eaten on camera, fished, done inventory management. I haven't done task item turn-ins, and I haven't done crafting yet. So I'm sure at some point we will get to both of those. What am I going to craft? That's a good question. I don't know. I can take a look at what I got for 50th level metalsmith stuff. I could also probably craft some... Oh, this overseer's going to interrupt the crafting conversation. I can probably send out crafting tools to the rest of the gang. Make everybody due for an upgrade.
This movie is really cute.
And which movie is that?
It's called Blended. It's Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. And sometimes I don't like them together. I like them as actors and people. Like that one where she...
50 First Dates?
Yes. I tried to watch that and it was not good. But this one's blended where they have two families. I've been laughing out loud. What time do you start your thing?
About 45 minutes. I'll switch over.
Is anybody even watching you?
Nobody's watching, honey. I'm just sitting here talking to make-believe friends.
Make-believe friends. Make-believe friends. Who's this guy?
That is Arrow Catcher.
He's not even... Who's he trying to... Oh, they're gone.
He's my boon companion.
I don't even know what that means.
I know, honey.
Big mouth.
You have to actually aim for the mouth and not try to shove the spoon into my chin.
I was watching the screen. I wasn't paying attention of where it was going.
I noticed.
So sorry. There's an onion in there. Oops. I'm vacuuming now anyways.
Alright. If you want to leave it there, I can probably feed myself, and that way there will be less to vacuum up later.
I doubt it. Who's that guy up there that's just clawing at the snow?
Those are computer-generated foes.
Oh.
Anyway, what was I going to craft, Sargareth? Let's take this. Just set the food down, honey. I'll eat later.
Really?
Sure.
Listen to you get all gripey.
I'm not gripey. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I can't answer questions and talk and eat fried rice all at the same time, or I'll choke and die. It's all part of her plot to get rid of me. So I could make myself some 50th level armor. I could create crafting tools for the rest of the gang. That would also be a good use of time and resources. So we'll see. Berry says that I'm watching, so...
Oh.
Mrs. Mustafa thinks that I made you up too, Berry. Don't worry about it, though. Don't take it personally. Sargareth and Zinger were talking about Ready Player One. That should be interesting.
Does Zinger know about my Murder, She Wrote psych dilemma?
Yes. Yes, it was discussed. And Monk.
I'm Monk.
I mentioned that you're not as hot on Monk as you were last year.
No.
I like going to the movie theater, Sargareth. I just enjoy the whole big screen experience and paying too much for popcorn and... Hush, Berry. Nobody's watching. Some people take offense to that. They're like, I'm real, and it's like, it's not about you, it's about Mrs. Mustafa. She'll feel better thinking if nobody's watching. It's like, oh, that's so cute. Ed's in the bedroom, just talking to himself. He's pretending like he has friends. She does like me. Coke Zero in a juice box. That would not be cool, Zinger. It's carbonated, so the juice box would just keep expanding. Air cooked brats, yum. No, that's just the best I can make at the moment. I think Westimate Tools, they make tool sets all the way up to tier 10. Let's see what's down here. I see wargs. I don't see any bosses. So we'll just fight these 3 dudes. I'm only level 49, so I've yet to unlock some of the more powerful crafting tiers. But I'm working on it. I will get there. There we go. And Barry, I apologize if I created any kind of existential crisis for you. It was not my intent. Yep, didn't need to press that, that's okay. I know, Sargrith. I'm down to 1 at least. That counts for something. The park was packed, so many people out and about now that the weather is nice. Yeah, we're not experiencing that here yet. That's one of the reasons why I'm streaming Lotro again tonight. I'd love to have gotten out of the house today. And I'm out. One more freak freeze to kill all the bugs. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, I have another engagement at 10 p.m. Eastern. I will be playing on my personal channel. And need to take a quick break so I can finish my bacon fried rice that Mrs. Mustafa so thoughtfully thrust upon me. I did promise task item turn-ins, and fishing is done. Let's see what I've got to turn in. So you can see from the Hotshot Cloak, Dire Dan has completed 500 task item turn-ins. He can turn in 10 per day.
I do not know what will become of my people. The Trave Duvradine serve the Iron Crown. The Trave Galorg are surrounded by enemies.
I have plenty of wares to show you.
Plenty of wares to show me. Of nothing else, we will get master... Actually, what is it called? Can't be a master prospector. I guess we'll wait and see. Again, Sargareth, you are really here. Just Mrs. Mustafa doesn't need to know that. It'll only cause her to ask more questions. Oh, I'm a master artisan prospector. That doesn't make any sense. I should be a master prospector. I was a master artisan prospector ages ago. So that's artisan master prospector, I suppose. So you go from artisan master to master artisan prospector. Should be Grandmaster, no? Or is that an old title? I don't know. It's a good question. Yep. There we go. That's quite the shopping list, isn't it? I might have to save that for another time. Anyway, my apologies. I accidentally played myself up against a wall and need to take a break before 10 p.m. Eastern. I will be back at twitch.tv Big Ed Mustafa. I'm going to see if there's anybody else playing Lotro that we can host. I will not be able to host myself at that time. But we'll figure something out. Hopefully everybody has a great weekend. Get a chance to play some Lotro if the weather's no good. If the weather's finally turning good for you, get out and enjoy it. Lotro will still be here waiting for you when it rains or snows again. So, you know, get a little vitamin D, soak in some sunshine, get some fresh air. A little bit of exercise. Smell the flowers. Go pet somebody else's dog. That's more fun than playing with your own dog because you don't have to feed it and clean up after it. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you guys again very soon. I'll be on Lotro Stream Friday, and my pal Gravity42 will be streaming here Monday evening. So come by and check out Gravity's stream if you can, and we'll see you again. We'll throw out the old thanks for watching. Let's see if there's anybody we can go raid. Who do we got? Who else is enjoying Lord of the Rings online? Perfect. We've got an official streamer. We've got a former official streamer. I'm going to raid Tesla to Panda, so join me in popping over there and saying hello to Tesla. She's also a stream team member and can be seen here regularly, although off the top of my head I don't remember when. But you can check the schedule. That's what we're here for. I think it's exclamation point Gandalf. Join the raid, everybody. Go say hi to Tesla. You'll be glad you did. Hop on the raid. Let's go raid Tesla. Doom, 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 doom. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me.
With my points that I piled up. Then my minstrel.